Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So we are going to discuss the updates on the NLTH examination. So many students have been asking about the exam, that when will the exam be, and many of the students have also received the rejection mail. However, those who have not received the rejection mail, let's clear the facts about the examination. So some students have been getting mails from Wipro about the boarding pass, and many of you guys have also asked us in the comment sections. So let's just talk about it and clear the confusion out of the way. So this is the screenshot of one of our students who has sent us this generously, and due to privacy concerns we cannot share the other details, but we are not going into much detail about the introduction. We are just going to talk about the necessary details which you need to know about the examination. So with this mail which students are receiving, many of the students have also received a mail in which they have the download link for the tool in which the exam will be conducted. So basically, every year the exam gets conducted on the AMCAT platform. However, this exam is now being performed in a browser called as Lockdown browser, which is again a product of AMCAT. So you have to download this AMCAT tool from the link in the mail if you have received it. Now, for appearing in the examination, the following are mandatory. First of all, the boarding pass. You need to have a hard copy of your boarding pass. So ensure to take a printout of it. Make sure to have a boarding pass, which is a hard copy, not a soft copy. Second, you need the original Aadhaar card. So if you do have an Aadhaar card, because it's a mandate for everybody to have it now, so that's completely fine. If you don't have an Aadhaar card, you need an original government ID proof, which is clearly mentioned in this mail, that if in case you do not have the Aadhaar card, please carry original government ID proof. So your PAN card or your driving license will work fine, but you need to have the original one, because the mail clearly says that photocopies or scanned copies will not be accepted. And why these original hard copies are required? Because at the time of the examination there will be a verifier who will verify your details online. So for that purpose they have mentioned it there. So make sure to have the hard copies of everything which is mentioned in this mail. Now, there are also some guidelines which are included in the mail. So, before you start with the assessment, you need to ensure to fulfill the following requirements. As the mail says, the test should be taken on a Mac or a PC which has a web camera and must remain on throughout the session. So, you need to have a web camera. It's not an offline exam in the center, but it's an online exam. But you need to have the bare minimum, that is the webcam should be on for the duration of your exam. Do not use mobile phones for taking the test. So many people who try to be a little bit more smart, they try to go for a mobile phone. Don't do that. Your mobile phone won't work in this case, because the exam is being conducted on a tool and not on the AMCAT website. Smooth and uninterrupted internet is required. You should only use Windows 8 and above, along with Mac OS. If you have a Mac OS, then in that case you need to use a Mac OS, or else you can use Windows version 8 and above for attempting the exam. You need to ensure that your webcam and microphone are connected prior to the assessment to avoid the delays. So ensure at the beginning that you have your microphone and your webcam in a working condition. If you want to check it out that if they are working in a fine condition or not, I have provided a link in the description box below. You can go at the online assessment tool where you will be able to check if your webcam or your microphone is malfunctioning or not. So you can go and check out. The link is provided in the description box below for the same. You must not be interrupted by the company of friends, family, or anyone else. So you need to be alone, isolated in the room. Use of any study material, electronic device, media, or internet is not allowed during the test. So don't go for any kind of malpractices, because the tool is quite good to detect those kind of errors or those kind of discrepancies, if any. The most important information here is underlined in the red. The test would be of 128 minutes, post completion of which the test would be automatically submitted. So you need to ensure that you complete everything inside those 128 minutes. So that is what you need to ensure. The test would be of 128 minutes, after which the test will be automatically submitted. Now this will include your aptitude, your written examination or the write-ex, and the programming. So those three are included in this 128 minutes. You may take the test as per your convenience at your location at the pre-allocated date and time slot. Details of the assessment will be shared before the assessment through the email. So the mail which students are receiving right now and are getting into a situation of panic that they don't have any event date mentioned in their boarding pass, don't worry. The dates will be conveyed later through a different mail to your mail ID. Please ensure that you download and set up the lockdown browser from the link well in advance before the test. So the link of the browser is also provided in the mail. You need to download it. It's something around 100 MBs. So you just need to download it and install it, and ensure that before installing the lockdown browser, make sure that your webcam and your microphone are working fine. If you are found to be violating any of the above instructions or involved in any kind of malpractices, which includes cheating or an attempt to cheat, you will be disqualified from the test and the test is just over. So don't try to do any kind of malpractices in the test. Now you can see that the links are provided here. So they are the kind of links or the messages which are embedded with those links, so that are being sent to the students. So you can download the browser, and then you have the event ID mentioned here, which is obviously for privacy concerns hidden here. However, the event ID is same as that of your event ID mentioned in your boarding pass, which you can access through the login at Wipro NLTH website. So I am at the website. You can go and log in from here in the campus career sections and get your boarding pass, which consists of the event ID. Now this is some important notes or the side notes which you should consider. The boarding pass will be verified at every stage, which is during the technical and the HR interviews as well, which is why the hard copy is essential. You need to have your hard copy prior to your exam. Candidates who have participated in any selection process held by Wipro in the last 6 months for engineering and the last 3 months for non-engineering are not eligible. So you need to ensure that you have not appeared in the Wipro exam in the previous 6 months or in the previous 3 months if you are from a non-engineering background. That is the second and the most important point which you need to ensure. If that is the case with you, I'm sorry to say you are not eligible for the exam, and that is why you might have not received the email. At any stage, whether during your interview process or upon joining the company, if it is brought to our notice that you are indulged in a malpractice or used illegal means to clear your assessment, the company shall withdraw or revoke the offer with immediate effect, and we reserve our rights to take suitable actions against you as we may deem fit. So the third point is not a point to worry about if you are honestly attempting your exams. However, if it is not the case, then there are consequences which you might need to face, which can include legal actions. So don't indulge in any of them. You're not allowed to use any gadgets like mobiles, tablets, and other things to take the assessment. If you're found using these gadgets, the test will be disqualified. And if you face any kind of errors or problems, you can always write to the email IDs which are mentioned in your email. So make sure that you install the lockdown browser in a proper manner, and first of all ensure that your webcam and your mic are working properly. For that, I have again provided the link in the description box below. You can go check your hardware. If it is working fine, then you can install the lockdown browser, for which the mail will be received on your email ID. So if you have received it, you can simply download it, and then you don't have to do anything. The mail for your exam or the exam which is scheduled on a particular day, the date will be notified to you through your email IDs. So don't worry and don't panic. The email IDs which you have put during the registration on NLTH examination, it will receive the email regarding your assessment dates. So don't worry about it. So thank you for watching this video. I hope this video was quite informative for you. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video to those who need it, and as always, keep learning.